So now we're going to move on to some fractions. How do we simplify the first fraction?
Would it be 6? No, 4.
Yes. 4/9.
4/9, because we're thinking that there, 4 goes in 4 times and 4 goes in 9 times. Yeah? Because we've both got 4 times there, we can cancel those out and we're left with 4/9. Yeah? So the next one, we're looking for a common factor on the top and the bottom. 8. 8 goes into 56, 8 times. 8 goes in 7 times, sorry. 8 goes in 3 times. Those there cancel, we're left with 7/3. Any questions on that one? Fun?
You need to add in a whole number.
Oh, you could do that. You could make it 2 1/3, but in this instance, just leave it as an improper fraction, okay? Because we're going to do some algebraic ones now, and the extra step is going to be confusing when it comes to algebraic ones, okay? So the next one, algebraically, how do we do those?
Would it be 5 the thing between 5 and 20, which is 4. No,
Yep.
it's 5.
It's 5, correct? So 5 goes in there once, 5 goes in there 4 times. Yep.
And then we do 2 take away 4, which is 2. And on the bottom you put x to.
Cool. Put X on the bottom because there's more down here.
And then you put y, you put 3 on the top. No, y2.
Y 3 on the top
Oh, yeah.
because there's no Y's on the bottom.
And then you put z2.
Z squared on the top. Okay, there are, looking at the Z's, there are 5, there are 3, there are 2 more on the bottom. Just like those laws of indices you just did. Okay. Those ones there, we've done 8. We just did those, but they looked a little bit different. But they did look different, they were exactly the same. Okay, so with fractions then, what about these ones here? How do we multiply and divide fractions? So the first one, 2/3 times 4/5. How do we do that one?
You times the top by the bottom.
No.
Numerators by numerators.
Yeah, numerators by numerators. So that there becomes 2 times 4 over 3 times 5, 8/15. Okay, I think it might be you multiply the top, multiply the bottom. So the next one, that there, 18 over 28. Is that right? Does that simplify though? Yeah, that's not the final answer because common factor of 2, common factor of 2. So that should be 9/14. Okay? And ideally, you should be able to find that in this part here. So how do you see that in this part here? Can you simplify that there? Can you simplify the 6 and the 7? Can you simplify the 3 and the 4? But you can simplify 6 and 4, can't you? The common factor is 2. 2 goes in there 3 times, 2 goes in there twice. And now we've got 9 over 14. Yeah? Okay? Now that there is some high level thinking. If you can do that, that's awesome. If you can't, you just simplify it again. Okay? For example, we want to do these ones here. I've purposely made it so the first one doesn't simplify, but the second one does. First one, what are we going to do? Not 5x. This is times, yeah. So it's going to be x times 4x, which is 4x squared, all over 3y squared times 5z, which is 15. Okay. So hopefully now you're starting to see that's actually those rules we've just done. We're applying that. but we're applying it within a fraction. You see that? So it's sort of like an extension of what you were just doing. This one here though. How do you read last one?
18xy squared.
18xy squared. I heard that. All over. I heard 12x squared y cubed. Now, hopefully you can now look at that and go, right, I need to simplify that, eh? So 6 goes in there 3 times, 6 goes in there twice. Yeah? There are more x's on the bottom by 1. There are more y's on the bottom by 1. So that answer is going to be 3 over 2xy. Can you see that? It's the same as the numbers, but done with letters. So from here, can you see the simplification? Because 2x over 3y cubed doesn't simplify, eh? Neither does the 9y squared over 4x squared. That doesn't simplify either. So who can see that simplification looking at it now? Yeah? 2 goes in there once, 2 goes in there twice. 3 goes in there once, 3 goes in there 3 times. X, 1 there leaves you with 3 over 2xy. I don't expect you to understand that, but if you think you are capable, then have a crack at doing some of that stuff there. Okay? Try and push yourself out of your comfort zone as opposed to just going, oh, I can just do it in 2 steps. Hopefully you can all get to there by going at least there first. Does that make sense? Happy with that? Alright, so that's multiplying fractions. How do we divide fractions? 1/2 divided by 2/3. How do we do that? Flip the last one. So I'm going to flip that last one. Put the 1/2 there. And then multiply, yeah. Okay, so most of you would have done that. Okay, most of you would have done that. Who remembers doing that? Did you learn why that works though? Okay, so what you do, I'll explain it now. I'll do it for this one because it's nice, easy numbers. This one here, with addition, with subtraction, what do you need to do when you're dealing with fractions? Okay, common denominator, right? Yep. If we found the common denominator here with division, well, it would be 6's, wouldn't it? Sometimes by 1 in the form of 3 over 3, times by 1 in the form of 2 over 2. Happy with that? That leaves me with 3/6 divided by 4/6. Okay? Happy with that? And now you're just trying to find how many 4/6 go into 3/6. Because they're the same denominator, you can do what you did with the division. So do with the multiplication. 3 divided by 4 over 6 divided by 6, which is 1, So in other words, it's just, there's my answer. Because they're the same, it's just that my answer. Another way of thinking about it, what is 7/8 divided by 1/8? 7, because there are 7 of those in there. Because the denominators are the same, it's how many times does that number go into that one? How many times does 4 go into 3? Goes in 3/4 times. Okay? But do you need to remember that? You basically need to be able to do what you guys said here, especially when it comes to algebraic ones. This one here will be 5/7 times 5/2. Perfect. So that's going to be 25 over 14. Don't even think about it as that. Just go 25 or 14. Leave it as an improper fraction. Okay. That's why I like fractions, because that's an answer to me. And as soon as you guys realise that that is an answer and leave it like that, it's going to help you out and make you like fractions a bit more. But how do we do it with it when it comes to algebraic? Yeah, same thing. So x squared over 2y to the power of 3 times 6y squared over x. Right, well, just to finish it off, in 2 steps, multiply that top line, 6x squared y squared, multiply the bottom line, 2xy cubed. That simplifies. There's a 3 on the top, an x on the top, and a y down below. There's my answer. Okay. As I said, do it in 2 steps if you need to. But if you're wanting to push yourself, have a look for that simplification first. Okay. Any questions on that one?
If I put like a 1 before the y, is that wrong, or is it just a waste of a 1?
It's just a waste of a 1. Yeah.
So if you did that in a test, you wouldn't get it wrong.
It wouldn't be wrong. No. You'd be laughed at by me. I mean, I wouldn't. I would laugh at you. I probably would. But I would laugh internally. And you would never know I'd laugh at you. Any other questions on that? So it's those laws of indices being applied. Okay? I'll upload that video to the